again. Summer.
Summer. S-U-M-E-R, summer?
Good. Well, if Mama tests you in literature or spelling, you're sure to pass. That leaves history.
History. That takes in a lot, but let's give it a whirl.
The first chapter's called The Bravery of Prince Waldair.
Waldair.
Young Waldair, wishing to slay the dragon Fafnir.
Who?
Wishing to slay the dragon Fafnir.
Oh yeah, Fafnir. That one.
Takes his father's sword, Minning, disguised as the West Wind, sneaks into the forest, surprises Fafnir in his lair, and slays him, whereupon he's unable to understand the speech of birds. Meanwhile, Waldair's father, Alberic, disguised as the sacred goat, warns him the spirit of Gunther.
Oh yeah, Gunther. But I thought that... Did you ring for a page boy?
No.
You've got in the wrong room, son. Aren't you Larkin?
Yes.
I have a suit just like that.
I'm in disguise, Your Highness.
Well, what's the matter? Sit down.
I can't. The Queen is ordering me.
Sit down. What's the matter?
I can't.
Sit down! What's the matter?
I'll just go stand out on the parapet naked and catch a chill and die. That'll show him.
Show him what?
He'll be sorry.
Who?
Horrible Harry.
You mean Big Nice Harry?
Wait a minute. What did you do to him?
What did I do to him?
Well, you must have done something. You're acting the way I once did when I didn't want to go home because I'd given my brother a bloody lip. It was an accident.
We got into a little disagreement.
So you decided to run away?
He said some perfectly horrible things to me.
Well, I guess that's all you can do is pack up and get out. Unless, of course, you go to him and say you're sorry. Listen, Harry's a wonderful boy and he loves you. Why, we were on the road for 2 weeks and he never laid a finger on me.
Oh, Your Highness!
Now, Larkin, go put on something that shows you're a girl and patch things up with him. And Larkin, try and act a little helpless. Men don't like girls that are too strong.
I do.
Oh, Fred, I don't know how to thank you. If it's a girl, I'll name her Fred.
What if it's a boy?
Dauntless, you better go to sleep and leave the history book.
Oh, I'm sure you're going to pass Mama's test tomorrow, Fred. I'm almost positive. If you don't, I'll understand.
And so the young Prince Waldair, having slain the dragon Fafnir with the sword Minning, rescued the Princess Frigga, and together they mounted his horse Trigga, and rode to the castle Wunderbar, where they were married and lived happily ever after. Well, I'm glad. They all lived happily, happily, happily ever after. The couple is happily leaving the chapel eternally tied. When the curtain descends, there is nothing but loving and laughter. When the fairy tale ends, the heroine's always a bride. Ella, the girl of the cinders, did the washing the walls and the windows. She landed a prince who was brawny and blue-eyed and blonde. Still, I honestly doubt that she could ever have done it without that crazy lady with the wand. Cinderella had outside help. I have no one but me. Fairy godmother, 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 where can you be? I haven't got a fairy godmother. I haven't even got a godmother. I have a mother, a plain, ordinary woman. Snow White was so pretty, they tell us. The queen was insulted and jealous. The mirror declared that Snow White was the fairest of all. She was dumped on the border, but was saved by some men who adored her. Oh, I grant you. They were small, but there were 7 of them, practically a regiment. I'm alone in the night, by myself, not a dwarf, not an elf, not a goblin inside. That girl had 7 determined little men, working day and night just for her. So the queen gave her a poison apple. She lived happily, happily, happily ever after. A magical kiss counteracted the apple eventually. Though I know I'm not clever, I'll do what they tell me I have to. I want some happily ever after to happen to me. Rapunzel had platinum tresses, double the length of her dresses, but she was kept in a tower for years by a wicked old witch. finish, I wonder, it'll never hold. I'll be finished before I begin, and besides, I don't want to get out, I want to get in.